I used to believe I was the owner of my cat. I paid the bills. I bought the food. I cleaned the litter box. I even gave her a little pat on the head every now and then, thinking, look at me, being a responsible pet owner. Oh, how naive I was. I thought this was a simple arrangement, a transactional relationship based on cuddles and kibble. But one ordinary Tuesday night, my cat, a seemingly fluffy and innocent creature named Luna, decided to make something very, very clear. It all started with a closed door. My bedroom door, to be precise, a fatal mistake. It wasn't a meow. It was a scream, the kind of soul-shattering scream that sounds like a Victorian child seeing a ghost for the first time. It was a primal, gut-wrenching wail that echoed through the entire apartment, questioning my very existence and my right to privacy. The message was clear: never close. The door panicked. Thinking something terrible had happened, I rushed to the door and threw it open. There she was, perfectly calm. She didn't look injured. She didn't seem distressed. She just walked in, took a seat in the middle of the room, and proceeded to stare intently at the wall, as if it held the secrets to the universe. She wanted absolutely nothing. She just wanted the option. The door was her territory, and I had dared to impede her access. That's when I realized the door was never supposed to be closed. It wasn't my door anymore. It was a portal, a gateway that must remain open at all times, forever, for Her Majesty's convenience. I had learned my first lesson, but the curriculum was far from over. The true masterclass in feline dominance began later that night. At exactly 3:17 a.m., something heavy landed squarely on my chest. I jolted awake, heart pounding. It was my cat. She was sitting there, a solid, furry weight, pinning me to the bed. She stared directly into my soul. There was no blinking, no purring, just an unwavering, silent gaze that felt like it was scanning my every thought. For a moment, a cold realization washed over me. She could end me. Right here, right now. It would be effortless. No one would ever know it. Then, after what felt like an eternity, she gently, almost delicately, tapped my face with her paw, and then she just got up and left. It was a check-in, a power move, a reminder of who was really in charge. The next morning, as I stumbled into the kitchen, bleary-eyed and questioning my life choices, I found a gift waiting for me on the floor. It was a sock, a single, slightly damp sock, placed with an air of immense pride. Not a toy mouse, not a feather wand, a sock, a trophy from her latest hunt in the laundry basket. I looked at her, sitting beside it like a conquering hero, and I knew what I had to do. I thanked her, sincerely, because I value my life, and I understood this was a token of her tolerance. Feeling I had to up my game as a tenant, I bought her a luxurious $100 memory foam cat bed. I presented it to her, expecting gratitude, maybe even a purr. She sniffed it once, looked at me with disdain, and promptly curled up to sleep on the cardboard box flap it came in. That's when it hit me. The bed wasn't for her. It was a lesson for me. A lesson in humility. The box was free. The box was superior. My human currency meant nothing in her kingdom. She slept on that box flap with the smug satisfaction of a CEO who just closed a billion-dollar deal. The final warning, the event that shattered any lingering illusion of my authority, came a few days later. I was sitting at the table, and she hopped up, walked over to my glass of water, and made direct, sustained eye contact with me. Then, with a slow, deliberate push of her paw, she knocked it right off the table. It shattered on the floor. She didn't flinch, she just kept staring. There was no remorse, only a cold, calculated message. I do what I want. And that's when the truth finally crystallized in my mind. I don't own a cat. I am a tenant in her house. I am the live-in staff. I pay my rent in food, litter, and unwavering obedience. My job is to open doors, appreciate sock gifts, and understand that cardboard is the pinnacle of comfort. I am not her owner. I am her human. If you have a cat, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. My reality is your reality. If your cat runs the house, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more truths from the front lines of cat tenancy.